Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to Chainsaw Man, chapter 181. But first, let's talk about 190. So we had Aging get a brief glimpse at just the the dark space that is the inside of Pochita's mouth, and also be told directly by underwear guy that they're not being done a favor by being forced to live as long as aging has forced them to. They didn't get enlightened or something, they just went insane. But I wonder if there's like, are we gonna find out more about Underwear Guy? It is interesting that he uses specific names. Yaguchi, George, and I, we believed in you. Like, what? Does he mean like he knew two other people before they turned into trees? Hmm. And he's just mentioning them now. How could you send that devil to our world? Now we see Pochita in silhouette, but the one that Underwear Guy had been interacting with is Denji, so. And he already called him a devil. So, from his point of view, they're one and the same. And then he comes out of Pochita's mouth, takes a hold of Aging, and then we see Octopus Devil eat it. Oh, then, yeah, I didn't really think much at all about Fumiko most likely killing this public safety guy on the ground next to her. And later on, I thought it could have been like, oh, so that he doesn't, just in case that he gets saved, that he doesn't go babbling on to higher ups about Fumiko and Yoshida changing sides. But like, when you really think about it, Fumiko changing sides, that could really only just apply to the fight with Aging. And she could just go back to public safety right after this. And she just got rid of the only person that was left from that event that could tell on the higher ups that she helped the Denji group to win here, but also for Yoshida as well. So she could leverage this information and blackmail Yoshida with it. And basically say, like, if you don't do this or that, then I'll just tell the higher ups that you sided with Denji. But I didn't. You know, I tried my hardest to stop you, but I just was not a match for you. That definitely could happen. Fumiko is that much of a bastard. So, yeah, that's a possibility. And then we had Aging inside its own world. And then we have Yoshida negotiate with it. And I do think there's definitely some irony on, like, when they say, and if I refuse? And Denji answers with, everybody but me can go back to my mouth, so you'd be stuck here living with me together forever. Basically, challenging its endurance. And you'd think that the aging devil would have, like, so much patience, but as we've seen already, it doesn't. They put humans through this. And they're like, oh, yeah, you know, it's whatever. If they could just spend this much time in my realm, they could create so many things. I'm doing them a favor, you know? But once that possibility is turned against them, I'm sure Aging did not hesitate and was like, okay, let's make the deal then. Because I sure as hell I'm sure that I'm not gonna last here. Which is kind of funny in its own way. And then we see a page of just what's happening outside. And then the Yoshi Asaden trio is also outside at a restaurant, maybe? Along with Fumiko and Fami. Fumiko kinda makes sense. Though I'm still like, okay. I'm guessing Yoshida somehow communicated with her. And it's like, okay, well, you helped, so come on in. But this also could be like a confirmation that they had something planned. I don't know, I'm a little unsure about that. But yeah, Fami, where the hell she came from? She just disappeared after Pochita first showed up, alongside Haruka and Novana. But she better have some answers. One answer? Like, bro. Sure, I guess. Also, Yoshida saying one iced coffee. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same thing he ordered back in 103. Denji orders a cake, just like in 103. Interestingly, Fami orders the same thing as him. Fumiko, an orange juice, and Asa doesn't finish saying royal milk tea before a chainsaw person comes through the door and then gets put down. And then we have this panel. Isn't that great that we get to return to our normal lives? And this, like, I really try to turn it over in my head so many times. And I think it might be like semi, mostly tongue-in-cheek by Yoshida. After all, his normal has always been very different from the normal of the regular citizen in the Chainsaw Man world. And that was a whole thing about him and Denji trying to figure out what a normal life is. But there might be like also like he finds some humor in it despite being resigned to the fact that there's no way they can have a normal life. But also maybe just a little bit of a satisfaction on seeing that his normal has become everyone else's normal. So he's not so weird anymore. Maybe it also stems from that. But it's also hard to say because of how simplified his expression is, but it almost looks like he's smiling. Then we have just underwear guy, just already in a construction job. I am the guy that was the head of the movement that wanted to sacrifice the children to aging state in the realm, which I like very much. So let's keep him there. And I think that's it for this chapter. So for 191, I always tell you when I've seen something from the chapter that I've been spoiled by. So it was really quick. Like, I took a chance to scroll through Twitter. So I saw a panel of Katana Man on his underwear. And there were two people, in each of his sides. But I didn't see who they were. So I don't know how that could be related to the plot, but I'm telling you anyway. So yeah, I'm still gonna be excited to see that site anyway. So yeah, it took a bit to get there because I really wanted to talk about everything I could about the chapter. But we're here now. Okay, 191. Oh, okay. It's literally at the beginning of the chapter. So someone is lighting a picture, but you cannot see what it is in that first panel. And they turn it around. Oh my god. It's Katana, obviously. Oh my god. We haven't seen Katana in his underwear since the end of his arc in part 1. But I definitely I'm definitely not complaining. He looks quite fine. Then we have Haruka and Novana to his right, and poor Seigi to his left. Sometimes I forget how big he is. God damn. So yeah, they must have been captured while the chaos with Pochita was going around. That sucks though. All of them had just gotten out of, well, especially the 3 teenagers. Katana was working with them. But now he's also a prisoner as well. Well, okay, well, at least Fujimoto let us know what they're doing right now, instead of just letting us wonder. Okay, title is Kusama Devil. I wonder who could be saying it. Oh, it's Yoshida who has the picture. We've taken your other friends into our custody. Not that I expect such a bargaining chip to mean anything to you guys. Wait, this quickly? What do you mean? Like, in between Katana getting his head sliced by Pochita and Yoshi then Asa getting out, it couldn't have been more than a few hours at most. And you're telling me this already happened? When did they have the time? When did Yoshida have the time to get the picture? Hello? Okay, we see outside the cafe, double S. Let me get this straight. While I was Pochita, while I was Chainsaw Man, everybody but us got caught by you guys. Yeah, that seems to be the case, though I'm still like... how did it happen so fast that Yoshida already had a picture at the ready? Hello? I feel bad for the three teenagers though. I love Katana Man, but I don't feel bad for him. Pochita got his butt handed to him by Asa. Asa, hey? Oh my god, bro, when are we gonna get Asa explaining clearly the division that the war devil lives inside her? I can't. But look at her, she's hella sweating. And Asa wrecked to Tokyo with the Statue of Liberty? Well, good. Finally, Denji's getting filled in the facts while he wasn't conscious. Yup. Interesting panel with Yoshida's hair covering his eyes. I don't know what to make of Denji's expression there. I think this is just him just processing the information. Damn, girl, your arm regrew too. It's like something ain't right with you. I don't know, something about the way that whole dialogue was translated is so funny. Asa just keeps on sweating some more, unable to look at anyone, and is just completely fixated, looking down. Ooh. Oh. I was gonna be like, oh, she's losing it. Because she started laughing, but no, she is. Sorry. Yoru. Is taking control of the body now. Oh? No way? We're actually getting it? Very well, I'll reveal my true identity. Heh. You see, I am the War Devil. I'm actually Yoru, Asa's other personality. With the way she's announcing it, why do I feel like Denji's not gonna believe it? I mean, Fami can confirm it. Yoshida too. Actually, let me keep reading. Oh. Denji's giving a bit of a confused look. Oh, for real? It's scary. You're nuts. Okay. Good. I was so nervous that Denji was not gonna believe it. But no, okay. Finally, bro! How long have I been waiting for this? I swear, Fujimoto took his sweetest time to let Denji know this in no uncertain terms. So she's laughing some more. I know, right? Aren't I terrifying? Ha. The only reason you lot can calmly drink tea right now is because Asa's mind will break if I continue taking lives. Really now. I wonder if she's including Fami on that. Like, would she go against her sister? I guess she would. She hasn't really shown any signs of actually showing any sign, even if twisted, care for her. And considering her new arms, she does pose a threat, even against Pochita now. I'm allowing you to live. Your puppet's in the palm of my hand. Don't forget that. The palm of your hand. Ooh, interesting Yoshida panel here. I did not expect a reaction from him right after the Denji one. And he's looking quite serious. It's like, I don't know, he's waiting for something in Denji's reaction. to say or do something. I don't know what for. Maybe he's hoping that, Denji will like ally with him and try to kill her. I don't know, but there's definitely some like, I don't want to say like there's nervousness, but there's maybe like some, like Yoshida is just he's a little bit, maybe not a little bit, just really nervous about what might come next. Oh. Ew. Which of you jerked me off, Asa or Yoru? She laughs and says, wanna find out? Yes, please. No comment about Fumiko and Yoshida's reaction. I'll do it if you eat your own hand. I don't know if it's the drawing style, but even Fami looks annoyed. Denji, please get up, buddy. You don't need to know this. Just stay away from Yoru. They're not worth the suffering they cause you. You burned Chainsaw Man to cinders. You ought to believe you've beaten him. Oh my god, Denji's actually trying. I'm with Yoshida. So why haven't you turned him into a weapon? I also want to know. Wasn't that one of your goals? I mean, she already did say that if he kills or, does something like turning Denji into a weapon, it might break Asa's mind. But I'm not fully sure if that's her reasoning. Look at him, he's already eating out of my hand. Isn't he cute? He's my dog. As if we needed more confirmation of the very clear parallels between Yoru and Makima. Like, you cannot get more clear and direct than this. That was Makima's whole thing when for grooming and manipulating Denji. Granted, she saw a lot. Most people like that. But obviously she singled out Denji because of her interest in Pochita. And Yoru is basically in that similar wavelengths. All I need to do is show him a little affection and he'll do anything. Oh, that's so freaking sad. That showing that line alone, showing how much Denji has not grown between part 1 and part 2. That he's still so easily manipulated and groomed. Like, we'd already seen it. But like I said, this is just putting it into words. And like, I wish I could say like, oh, Yoru is wrong. She's underestimating Denji. But like, I mean, we are seeing it. So, I love Denji, but definitely gotta acknowledge where he falls short. There's so much of his trauma that he still has not dealt with. So he's bound to repeat what caused him so much suffering before, if he hasn't been able to learn from it. But still, this hurts. I'm going to play with him a little first. Ooh. Interesting 2 panels of Yoshida and Fumiko's blank stares, and then looking back at each other. Huh. I don't know what that could mean. Like they're confirming something with each other? Yoru also reacts to that silent exchange. Sounds fun, but I'd like you to turn Chainsaw Man into a weapon as soon as possible. This is gonna be the plan of public safety. This was always the plan of public safety from the beginning. To combat the Death Devil. I think we got that when Denji was getting cut in parts. They wanted Chainsaw Man to be turned into a weapon by war and be able to control both that way. Say what? Man, you definitely, like, no one, as much as I like Yoshida, like, he's still fully with public safety right now, unfortunately. Like, Denji really needs to run away from here and just be alone for a while and not go with any of these people. Hey. Ooh. Denji. Your oldest sister, the Death Devil, will soon ascend. Sorry, descend. Yeah, okay, I remember correctly. No country on earth has a means to prevent it. Even you and Chainsaw Man might be unable to do so, to so much as stand on the same battlefield as her. However, if you could control Chainsaw Man as a mindless weapon, humanity has a chance of surviving and maybe even overcoming death. Yeah. That's why you turned me into Chainsaw Man? Ooh. Denji's not gonna like that. Yeah, look at Yoshida's expression. I don't think he's looking at Denji here. He's avoiding looking at him straight in the eyes. He definitely feels guilt and remorse. But he's still going along with the plan. Because to him, signing with public safety is, well, what's it like? The ends justify the means. And if he didn't want this at first, he really tried to keep Denji from having this fate. But he gave up now. That's why you killed Nayuta? Interesting that Denji is connecting that to them, considering Bottom is the one that was there. And Denji assumed that was him and him alone. Look at Yoshida. It looks like his lip is trembling almost. I haven't forgotten our conversation in Aging Devil's World. He's choosing not to answer the question. Is Denji gonna let him change the subject? I mean, just the fact alone that he didn't say, what? We didn't do it. Or it was not public safety. Oh, a gun? What for? If you'll be good and turn into a weapon, we'll let you kill us. Like, before he gets turned into a weapon? Because we don't know if there's a way to reverse Yoru turning someone into a weapon. But also, well, Fumiko will already know. We don't know how many times she can clone herself. We still don't have an explanation on that. But that's crazy. As far as we know, Yoshida doesn't have that kind of plan B. So he's genuinely offering his life to Denji? As far as we know? Like, I think he's being genuine with that. That expression in Denji's face as he's still grabbing the gun, and his fingers actually on the trigger. Just the mere fact that he's holding on to it makes me think that he's thinking about it. But I think he's ultimately going to say no. But let's continue. Oh, look at Fumiko's reaction. She's like, what? As Denji's actually aiming towards Yoshida. Yo, the expression on Yoshida's face. He doesn't look at all afraid. If anything, now that might be... you know what? No, it might be. That Yoshida is actually, a little passively suicidal. But he doesn't want to do it himself. So, putting it in the hands of someone who he's wronged before. And I genuinely think he trusts Denji. He's like, if I go, then might as well be by his hand. Like, that's kind of crazy if that's the thought process behind it. Like, I genuinely think Yoshida is completely fine with this. But if anything, I would say like he genuinely regrets not being able to do more for him. And just, being a tool for other people to hurt him. So this is basically his biggest way of showing or trying to not make up for it. That's not it. But like repent, atone. Oh man, this is crazy. Ooh, a full panel of just a gun. Also, there's the sound effect of click, click, click. Is the gun empty? Oof, I really thought you would forgive us. You lying bastard. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that Denji was actually... Oh my god. That's crazy. That's both from Yoshida and Denji. Yeah. Okay, so the gun was not loaded. But is the offer actually up though? Oh my god, the fact that Denji pulled on the trigger 3 times? Oh my lord. I'm a little sad. Out of the both of them, that he would have gone for Yoshida first multiple times instead of Fumiko. Now that hurts. No. That hurts. Like, I knew their relationship was doomed, but this basically goes to show Denji really has a lot of rage against Yoshida. Granted, I don't think Denji's taken into account that Yoshida did not make those decisions. And by that I mean, like, he's not the one who came up with the plan and ordering this whole thing to lower ranked public safety agents. He's just one of many. So the rage comes from... Actually, I think that Denji, once upon a time, trusted and saw Yoshida as a weird but well-intentioned friend. And this is all from feeling betrayed. I don't think the lying bastard is just from the gun not being loaded. It's from all the times that Yoshida tried to assure him, if you don't turn into Chainsaw Man, I'll make sure that you live a good, peaceful life. I think that's also what's going through Denji's head as he tries to shoot him. It's still, though, of all people in this table, I still think that Yoshida is the one that has harmed Denji the most. Sorry. Let me do that again. I think the one that Yoshida is the one in this table that has harmed Denji the least in a, in a personal level. And I think that's what hurts me the most. Literally, well, I guess you could say family is very disconnected from a lot of the things with how high up she was in the hierarchy of the church. But Fumiko and Yoru definitely deserve to get shot by Denji a lot more. But he's taking this a lot more personally. Also because of the Naida situation. Okay, let me continue. I had a lot to say about that page. See, Denji? Aren't humans foolish? Lies and schemes are all they know. They lack the confidence to act on instinct. I don't know what to make of Denji's expression after she said that. But of course, Yoru would go through that angle. See? Humans, they hide how awful they are. But me as a devil, I'm honest about how awful I am. Therefore, I am better. Want a strawberry cake? Thanks for your pay. Ooh, that looks like exactly the same as the one he ate in 103. But Yoru snatches it from the waiter's hands and throws it at Yoshida's face. Well, there's gotta be some symbolism there. For sure. Literally a visual representation of Yoshida and Denji's first real interaction being thrown at his face. But we also gotta take into account Denji isn't the one who did it. It's one of his abusers. And Yoshida just took it. Hey, don't waste food! Oh, yeah. That's definitely one of Denji's... Like, that's something that you should never do in front of Denji. Excuse me? I'm allowed to waste food because I'm a devil. Oh, that's where the chapter title comes in. Oh, let's see. Yoshida still has his face full of cake. And Yoru has her index finger pointed at him and says bang. Oh my god, cake? Bro, no. This is such a terrible cliffhanger. Cake? Bang? No, bro. Yoshida's not about to get powered 2.0. As if the Makima parallels weren't strong enough. Now you might say, what does it matter? Denji tried to shoot him too, so he should be okay with this, right? But there's another instance of Yoru trying to take agency away from him and do something without his permission when it should be 100% his choice. Oh, this was such an interesting chapter. But I'm so nervous for Yoshida. But also like if Fujimoto wanted, he could have easily just killed Yoshida in a brutal fashion without cutting it between this chapter and the next. So I think, I hope that Yoshida is not going to die next chapter. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I mean, I've spent so much time in copium about Nayuta. But like, I was like, no, Fujimoto wouldn't kill such an important character off screen. So like, just because of story structure, I'm like, isn't it weird that Fujimoto, if Yoshida dies here, that he chose to do it this way? Why make it a cliffhanger? Why make it a point of discussion if he's going to die or live, you know? When he's, I don't know, just the way that the Nayuta stuff happened makes me so unsure now. Shit. I've been talking a lot about this chapter, but because there was a lot to talk about. But I think I said most of what I wanted to say. I don't think I'm gonna be able to come up with new insight right now. But there's definitely something important in regards to Yoru taking the cake away that was supposed to be for Denji to eat, and then throwing it at Yoshida. Now she could have easily made it a manipulative thing, like, oh, I did it for you, Denji, you know? But you know what? I prefer her being honest and just being like, you know, I just did it because I wanted to. Because I'm a devil. But yeah. Hopefully, next chapter won't be just me crying about Yoshida. And Fujimoto, please, Fujimoto, don't do it like this. This is not where Yoshida is going to die. Please. I'm begging. I'm on my knees, metaphorically. But yeah, so much interesting stuff revolving around Yoshida, Denji, and Asayoru. But okay, this will be it for today. So if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.